And this is what the garden looking like this morning. We got okra. All of those are okra. And now my tomato plant. It's got blooms on it. Right there. Our watermelon. That's either cantaloupe or squash or zucchini. Another watermelon. So we got 3 watermelon plants all together. And here I have Swiss chards coming up. There and there, Swiss chards. In the middle, I planted some greens because I'm gonna pull the Swiss chards out of here. In the back, we still got our good old carrots back there. They've been growing for a while. Over here, we have cucumbers. Not sure if these are the pickling ones or the salad cucumbers. I think I did the salad cucumbers this time because I wanted something different because I've already did the pickling, but I could be wrong. These could be the pickling kind too. But we do have cucumbers growing on that bad baby. One there. There. And we do have another cucumber plant here, along with a squash or zucchini alongside here. And back there, I'm getting ready to pull up these cabbages back here. I've already started. I pulled off the seeds already that I'm gonna keep. So, well, the cabbage collard green plant, because it was supposed to be cabbage, but it turned out to be just collard greens to me. Here is my spinach pot here. We got more growing in there. I got 2 rows down in there that I planted yesterday, and then this one here I don't think it's going to survive, but it did get bigger than any other spinach that I had grew. It was nice and pretty, but then when all the rain came, it kind of drowned it out, so I think it had got too much water. So next time I know to go ahead and pull these guys in the house when they're still small, because in this container, I guess too much water will kill them off. So I learned my lesson with that one. And here we have some squash. I believe it's squash, but we had 4 on there. When that rain came through, once again, it drowned out that first one that was on there. And so I pulled that one off. And now we have this guy and these 2 here. And then there's another little one right there growing in. So it's still holding up pretty good. Back there's our potatoes, our red potatoes in that bucket here. This right here are red potatoes down in there. Finally, our bell peppers is starting to pop. I had to replant this twice. I don't know if my seeds were stale or something, but it took a minute for me to get these right. So they're finally starting to pop. Got that one popping up right there for the bell pepper, green bell pepper. Here are some collard greens that I am going to transplant in their own pots. I'm out here working in the garden slowly but surely, doing something every day. And so I have all of these pots in the back to get rid of and plant something else in there. So I'm about to snatch all of them out of there. See, I've already started. Those are my buckets that's on top of the shelf that I've already emptied out from up here. That cabbage was up here. I went ahead and picked that cabbage. It's inside of the house that I'm gonna, I might cook it, I might not. It done sat too long now, so I might have missed that process of cooking it. But nevertheless, I'm gonna be growing another real cabbage. So I do have the seeds, and that is gonna be going out here in my next set of things that I'm coming out here and plant. But yeah, so all those little buckets over there at the top, all of those are emptied out that I've emptied from up here. And so I'm getting ready to start planting different things in here because my neighbor did give me some seeds. And so I'm trying to get the stuff out here that he handed me seeds for too. The Swiss chard is definitely his. And so that is one thing that I do have out here that he did give me a seed. Over here we have mustard greens, green beans. Y'all, I talked to this green bean plant when it was still this short. And the next day after I talked to it and I had it touch my hand, when I came back out here, it had done grew up the side of this thing here. Well, it grew up a little further up this pole right here. And then after that, it's just been going haywire. After I talked to it and made it touch my hand, it grew like crazy. I was on the phone with Life of Tashana. I was like, oh my God, it touched my hand, it touched my hand. And then the next day I came out here, it was this short when I had it touch my hand. The next day when I came out here, it was as tall as this stick. Then after that, it's just been growing and growing and growing and growing and growing like crazy. So talk to your garden, baby. I'm telling you, they hear you. So I talked to my mustard greens yesterday, and they are full today. They was kind of still spotty or whatever. They were small like this yesterday, and now today, look at them. So talking to your garden makes a difference. They need to feel like they are loved. They're giving you what they need. They need a little love from you. So talk to your garden. I promise you, they'll grow up so beautiful for you. They really will. I'm telling you, I was so shocked when I came out here the next day and this thing was bigger and sprouting like crazy. So I'm going to have a lot of beans coming off of this green bean plant because I showed it so much love. I got some carrots down in there. That look nice. They're still growing. I just watered this stuff, y'all, so that's why they laying down. But yeah, we got mustard greens here, collard greens here that I'm gonna put in a different pot so that they can bloom and do their thing. So I think they're big and mature enough that if I transplant them, that they don't, you know, fall ugly. And then here, this is a zucchini or squash plant or whatever. I don't worry too much about these because they're gonna show themselves. So it's either gonna come out green or it's gonna come out yellow, and I'll know the difference when it pops. So I do believe that this is a squash one though, because it's already yellow. It'll stay green if it's a zucchini. So that's what we have going on in the garden now. But like I said, I gotta go back there and get rid of all of those things that's lined up against the wall back there and go ahead and start planting other stuff out here. So that's what the garden is looking like this morning, y'all. Have a great day. Stay tuned. Bye. Love y'all.